Alright, so I just got in from my trip last night, and I was going to pick all of this up, and I decided just to film it because this might help somebody else. But I only left for about 4 nights and was away for 5 days. And the people, I had family members watching Bisou in Paris while I was away. And everyone had a part to play in helping to take care of them, so everyone had instructions. So I'm going to share that with you in case this may help. I don't have a pet sitter. I'm kind of leery about that kind of thing because of Paris. She's not too kind to strangers, and she's more comfortable with my immediate family. So that's who stayed behind to take care of Paris and Bisou. Well, my sister was the one that ended up grooming Paris and Bisou. So this was her sheet, and this is basically, if you've seen my daily face wash morning routine, this is what this packet of instructions is, just typed out with pictures for her, because she likes to see it, read it, and do it. So she visited numerous times, months before I had to leave, to practice washing their face for me. And that way I can instruct her of, yes, do this, or don't do that, or you might want to try this. So it helped her to do it while I was there. It also helped her to read it and follow the instructions, and to also watch the video if she needed to refer back to it. So this is, I believe, 15 or 12 pages. But it went through each step from the layout of how to set everything up. Paris always goes first, and what to do with her. And I pointed out kind of what to look for, like her little eye yuckies and how much shampoo to use and stuff like that. And it just continues on about drawing her, and same with Bisou. Somewhere in the back is Bisou. And then it went on to brushing them and snipping out their bands, and to put in, for Bisou, because she has a long coat, on her thighs. They're called bunches, I believe. I reached out to a fellow bow maker that does bows for show dogs, and I asked her what they do for long-coated dogs, and she calls them bunches. So it's basically what I do with the soft ponytails in the morning for Bisou when she has to use the bathroom. How I just gather that hair away from her tush, so when she goes number 2, it's just clean. But with using the grooming bands, the rubber grooming bands to hold it instead of the soft scrunchies, it did leave Bisou's thigh area really, really matted, and it was very difficult to get through those mats every day. My sister told me that when I got home last night, I took care of Bisou myself, and sure enough, all of her hair was matted pretty bad. But I appreciate her help in doing that. And it was helpful to have somebody there that I knew, that I could trust, that was going to take care of her. Even though she couldn't brush her out the way I like, she was still there to do it as best as she could, and it was very helpful. Here's the instructions for feeding and just basic reminders. And I left a checklist per day, like when they used the bathroom, because I needed to know how much they went as far as number 2, and if they ate. Their food, and every day has a checklist, and they left me some notes. Paris and Bisou both are scared of bad weather, especially Bisou. If she hears thunder, she'll run away. So I had notes for that, and we had a couple of nights of bad weather here. So they gave me some notes, and that was helpful, so I can read back on that and see how they made out throughout the day. And at the top here, it's just reminders for them, like look for the ant piles. When you let them out, hold them, close the gate so they're not running around, stuff like that. That just makes it run a lot smoother while I'm away. And then here, I should have filmed it when I packed it, and I didn't. The only bag I have left is this one. Pretty much all of these Ziploc bags are labeled by day and with who gives what. So it's quite a few in here. But I'll explain. This one is their nighttime blueberry snacks. What they get is one of the bigger snacks here, and they get a cheese please each, and then 2 of the smaller blueberry treats. And that was after their bedtime potty, so I just wrote that in for whoever was going to give them this at night. So that was helpful to separate it and label it per night. And here's an empty one. I believe it's from the same, the blueberry one. Oh no, this was their food. So in their food bags, this one had the twist tie in the middle. But basically their topper was in here. And this is their topper that they're eating right now. So I gave them, I think, 8 pieces on each side, and it goes on top of their kibble. And this is the kibble that they're on now, but I don't think they care for it because they don't really eat it. They nibble a couple of pieces and they're done. So I had, let's see. No, this was the topper bag. Oh yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. Oh, I'm trying to find one. Okay, maybe it was it. On these snack Ziploc bags, I just put a half a scoop of kibble inside. And I had one for Paris, one for Bisou. I know the days are mixed up, but I color-coded them. Bisou had the green and Paris had the blue. So their kibble for that day was in here. And then they had the butterflied Ziploc bag with their 8 pieces of the topper, and the topper went on top of the kibble every day. So that was helpful for feeding. It was already pre-measured, and all they had to do was dump it into their bowl. And here's kind of the aftermath. I'm still picking up and getting things together. I literally, when I woke up today, I can't even say this morning because I got up so late, but when I woke up, I jumped straight onto orders. I didn't even unpack or anything. And then when I was coming here to start picking this up, I was like, I guess I'll film it in case it might help anyone else. But I like to pre-pack all the food, have it labeled and measured, and that was helpful for whoever was going to handle that part of it. And I left them instructions with a check sheet, and that they really appreciated that. They told me that helped them. And then my sister really appreciated having this packet to go by. So hope this was helpful for someone. If you have any questions on how they made out without me or anything, just let me know. Thanks for watching.